The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see.
As Sanders has it poked free, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
A first down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And finding Emmanuel Sanders here. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On first down, Mixon. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Prescott now steps away. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown! Joe Mixon, 27 yards. And the Cowboys will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. From the 35 on 2nd down, Jones, the catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. Throwing Jones. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run here with Gainwell. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5. Again, it'll be Gainwell. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Kenneth Gainwell taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
To kick off for New York.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. A handoff to Mixon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second down and 8. Prescott to throw it. Flushed out right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll give it to Mixon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 10-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1.
Score tied 7-7.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive here with Gainwell. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Looking to throw. Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Jones. Completes it to Evan Ingram. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll check this one down to Gainwell. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you got everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the 1st down.
Jones on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw again on 2nd down, Jones. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back.
And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Gano the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes.
but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play here for Dallas. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing. Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
3rd and inches, just turn around and hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a 1st down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Now Zerline on and the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Jones now on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. That's to his running back, Gainwell. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Meanwhile, Jones' throw caught by Tony. But Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
You're looking there, the defensive back was maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Following the interception, here's Prescott, escaping the pressure right. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Giants are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right after 50.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now Jones throwing on first down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Gano's kick is right through. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Jones. Over the middle. That's hauled in by Tony. A gain of 6 there on first. Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll look to throw again. Drops this one down to Gainwell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 18.
On second down, Gainwell looking for space. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Back to throw. Jones. This is caught. Touchdown, Giants. Kadarius Toney from 19 yards away. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Extra point try good by Gano. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
Cowboys 21.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott rolling to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On third down, it's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. It's caught by Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Flush, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Prescott. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
A gain of 12 on the play. It's now 3rd and 7.
Now Prescott out to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Julian Love picks it. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
He is just not at his focus in this game. It's not one drop. It's not two. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And I think Gano missed it. He did. He missed it off to the right. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On the counter, it's Gainwell. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of, and here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year, and look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play.
21.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Running right, this is Gainwell. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now Joe Mixon pushes him aside at the 45. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check, crunch, check 31, check 31.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 17. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Mixon. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
3rd and 7.
Now Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz there to make the grab. And the Cowboys will have the lead if they can hit the PAT. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well and end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Second and 10. Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Jones. That's complete to Tony. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Down to their final play. They've got to get in the end zone. That's part one. Part two, the two-point conversion.
Throw the two-point conversion right out of their mind. That's what they have to do. What you said is accurate. In the end zone, have to score a touchdown for that to even matter.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.